Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD here. We're coming back to you after the 8 o'clock broadcast. It's 8:44 right now, and we want to give you reasons and justification for running the broadcast. Now, one of the reasons why we decided to run that broadcast as it was in its raw format was because you never know what those honkies are saying behind the scenes about you. I have no clue what those honkies had claimed. They could have claimed that they arrested me. They could have claimed that I did something. I went in CVS just last night, and you have that little honky system, whatever in the hell you got going on here. You had it trying to re-image me as somebody who walked in the store behind me in my footsteps to steal. Now, you have this type of thing going on. I don't know who doing what. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't really care, to be honest with you. But the point is that you don't know what in the hell they're saying about you behind the scenes. You have to figure it out. And then once you figure it out, then you are responsible for correcting it. You're responsible for correcting their lies. Well, honky or nigger or whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves, that is damn inappropriate. To be behind the scenes telling lies on people, and the people don't even fucking know that you are telling a fucking lie on them. That is totally inappropriate. And if a honky has to be schooled on what is right and what is wrong in that damn fashion, you have a problem. If you have to be told that telling a lie behind somebody's back and then using that lie in order to hold that person's life from that person, if you have to be told that that is so psychotically wrong, you have a problem. Let us clarify for you one more time. Accusations are made behind the scene. The person who the accusation is made about doesn't even know that an accusation is made. And then that person is the one that has to prove that that accusation is not true or true. That person's actions are supposed to prove whether that accusation that was made behind the scene or not is true or not true. Now, that person doesn't even know that anything has been said about him or her behind the scene. How more inappropriate can anyone get? You're here lying behind the scene on somebody, on innocent people. You're here lying behind the scene on innocent people based on whether you like them or not. You're here lying on innocent people based on whether you want their man or not. You're here lying on innocent people based on whether you have had oral sex with that person's husband or wife or not. What's wrong with you? There's no telling what they could have been saying behind the scenes. And for that reason is the reason why I ran it raw. Yeah, raw. I ran it raw exactly as it was. Exactly as it was. Because we are human beings, and we're taught a language to use that language. And I, Indacarseat, that guy, Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD, has made it very, very clear that he doesn't deal with people who doesn't communicate. I don't communicate like a monkey, a primate, or an animal who barks, or a cat who meows. I don't communicate like that. I communicate with my mouth by talking exactly as you hear. And then I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. And if I don't say what I mean, then it's called a lie. But I said it. I can change what I want to say if I want to change it. Nevertheless, the point is that I can say it. I can speak what there needs to be spoken. And Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD here, there's no telling what this honky was behind the scenes saying about today. There's no telling what. Because there is no telling, I thought I'd fix it for you. And I tell it myself. We're going to put it out there for you myself. Now, this honky could have been behind the scene time I was arrested. You're a fucking lie. And I just hope that you have gone behind the scene and told some type of lie so that we can show you exactly for what in the hell you are. I'm Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD. We're closing out on that. We wanted to make it very clear why we ran that because, again, the behind the scene lies. You tell lies behind the scene. And nobody even knows what the lies are you're telling until they figure them out. You know what? I know people, and I've done reports and cases where people have been put in jail on fucking lies behind the scene. They didn't even goddamn know the goddamn lies is being told. And that was being done, understanding what capitalism is to your fucking little world. We're going to fix your shit. We've asked you to fix it on your own. But if you can't fix it on your own, we will fix it for you. For StreetNOW News, I'm Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD. I'm going to close out with one little nice beat here. And it says, don't stop now. Don't stop now. Don't stop. I said don't stop now. You're listening to Don't Stop Now by one of the background pieces that Indacarseat, DatGuY, and Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD has chosen all for you. It's called ahhhhhhhhhhh. ahhhhhhhhhh is the musician's name, and this particular beat is called Don't Stop Now. It is the type of beat that causes you to just relax, a smooth parlay through it. Have a glass of wine, but don't stop while you're doing it. What we're going to do here right now is we're going to jump right into a part of our report that we had not planned. This is ad-libbing, and it's in lieu of some new information that we have gathered that the Australian Open draw unveiled today, Friday. And we're going to talk about the Australian Open. That's tennis. The tennis draw came out today, and we want to see who's going to be number one seeds at the Australian Open. Who's going to play who? Who's gonna give us the wonderful matches that we're looking forward to. I'm Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD. The date is February 5th, Friday, and you're with StreetNOW News. We're gonna now get it started for you on the draw. Number one draw on the men's side, it's Novak Djokovic. Number one, he's at the very top of the draw. Number two, at the very bottom of the draw, who would only get a chance to meet Novak Djokovic if they both make it to the finals. Number two seed is, if I can get there, Rafael Nadal. So Rafael is seeded number two, and he's at the very bottom of the draw. At the top of the draw, we have Novak Djokovic. And we're going to go ahead now, and we're going to go to the women's draw and see who's rocking and rolling up there. We have some top players that we want to talk about. One of the other players I want to mention too in the top half of the draw that could meet Novak Djokovic at some time or another. We're looking at Monfils. His name is he's seated number 10. He's at the top of the draw. We also have Dominic Thiem at the top half of the draw that could meet Novak Djokovic somewhere down the line before the quarterfinals. Looking at the bottom half of the draw, who's in the bottom half of the draw that could give Rafael Nadal a run for his money, stop that finals between Novak Djokovic. Looking down here at the bottom half of the draw, and I'm looking to see if I don't even think that Federer is even playing in this tournament. I don't see him in the draw at all as of yet. But that's what we have going on in terms of the draw. And we're going to now look at the bottom, the females draw, and see what is it looking like over there. But before we do, let's give us a little bit of music. We don't want to overwhelm you with too much here. Okay, guys, we're coming right on back. It appears that the ladies' draw has not completed yet. They're amidst that the pulling of those players now. But let's give you some information regarding the tournament. The tournament begins on February the 8th, and it lasts until February the 21st. It's a 2-week tournament, the first Grand Slam of every year. It's the Australian Open, and there is where women and men, top players around the world, vie for millions of dollars as the championship prize for that particular tournament. You're with StreetNOW News. I'm checking here. Again, they're still amidst the women's draw, the pulling of the women's draw here, and we don't have that information for you yet. As soon as we get it, we're going to be right on back. But we want to